Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. My name is Autumn and I am a mama to two littles. I love to create cleaning content over here on YouTube, and I am so glad that you clicked on this video to watch today because we are getting everything done. This is a whole house cleaning, and if you need any sort of motivation, I know that this video will help get you motivated to get done what you need to get done today. I'm starting it off by unloading the dishwasher. I love to clean out the dishwasher first thing in the morning because it just helps me stay on track for the rest of the day. So I unload it first thing in the morning before I go ahead and sit down, or sometimes I'll do it right after my morning coffee. And so that way throughout the day, the dirty dishes can get loaded into the dishwasher and they're not sitting in the sink, or I don't leave them on the table. It's just what's helped us. So I'm unloading it this morning. I was cleaning pretty fast today because I wanted to go shopping. There was a sale that I wanted to get to first thing in the morning. I wanted to beat the crowd. So I was trying to hurry up and get this done so I could head out of the house, go to that, and then come back. And I was going to be watching my little sister. Well, not so little sister. She is 13. But my mom just wanted to have somebody hang out with her for the day. So she was coming over and hanging out with me, which was fun. So I just wanted to make sure that the house was picked up for that as well. So that way everybody wasn't going to see a super messy house. And I am loading it back up now. As you can see, there is the popcorn stuff off to the side here. We had a popcorn night. My kids absolutely love when we have a movie popcorn night. It's one of their favorites. So my husband is very bad at putting them back away when he's done making the popcorn. So you'll see me putting those away too. I would not recommend this dishwasher. It was the prettiest dishwasher that I had found and the most affordable at Lowe's. This thing clogs up so fast. So I do rinse the food off, but sometimes there are little pieces left, not even clumps of food, just a little speck of say a chicken tender or something, super small. And that little piece will clog up the dishwasher. I've never had such a frustrating time with this dishwasher than with this one. I think it's called a Medea or a Midea, something like that. Yeah, no, I'm not a fan of it, but we bought this when we did the kitchen remodel, and we actually had issues as soon as we put this dishwasher in. Oh, and you'll see my little helper come and close my dishwasher. It wasn't done yet, but she thought I was. No, so I got this at Lowe's and we had issues. The fittings weren't right to hook up to the water, and I reached out to Lowe's. They would not let me return it. The only way they wanted me to return this was if I bought a whole new dishwasher and then they delivered it, and then the guys who came to deliver it would take this one away and I would get a refund that way. They would not replace it, nothing. So I just felt like that was such a headache, and I just said, screw it, we'll figure it out. And my husband was able to find a proper fitting for it. He had to buy a fitting on Amazon. He was able to get it to work. But it was such a headache. And it's no longer in the return window. And I bought this back in May. And it is the worst dishwasher. I mean it. It doesn't clean very well. And it gets clogged. And when it gets clogged, the water fills up at the bottom. And then I open it and all the water spills out onto the floor underneath the dishwasher. It's a whole thing, and it is the worst dishwasher. But I am thankful that I do have one. I just wish that it would work properly. if that makes any sense. I'm sure if you guys have bought kitchen appliances, you know the headache with them sometimes they don't work the way that you wish that they would, especially when you get them brand new. I've had many rentals that we've lived in that have had dishwashers, and they're the cheap Frigidaire ones, and I swear they work so much better than this one. So I just wanted to give that tip. Don't buy the Medea one because it's horrible. Anyway, going on to the kitchen now, I like to go ahead and clean the sink just to make sure everything was nice and cleaned. I just like having a nice fresh sink. I also had a few dishes that needed to get hand washed. I use this scrubber here, the one that's hanging on the sink. And when I have to hand wash dishes, I've always used the scrubber, but I have noticed that my dishes have some sort of grease on them, they weren't fully cleaned, if that makes sense. And I couldn't figure out what it was until it continued to happen, and I'm pretty sure it is this bamboo brush. It's really good as if you got caked on food, to remove that. It's amazing for that. But it just does not get the grease off of things. I did not want to run to the store at the time to go grab a sponge, so I just used a cloth just, made sure it was nice and cleaned. And then I used that to do my dishes. And ever since I've started doing that, the grease buildup on the stuff that I'm hand washing is gone. So as much as I do love those bamboo brushes, I just don't think they're very good to just help against that grease. I'm not quite sure why, but it just doesn't. So I think I'm just going to be doing this from now on. I'm going to keep using my bamboo brush for hard, crusty food on like dishes and stuff. But I think I'm just going to use like a washcloth from now on. So moving on to the dining room now. This table gets gross so fast because my kids are eating breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snacks here, and it gets crumbly so fast. I actually have to take these seat cushions off and throw them in the washing machine because there is spaghetti sauce and everything else on them. I really like these. I'll have them linked in the description box below, but I've had people come over and they're like, "Did you replace your chairs?" And it's just these new seat covers. So they look so good, and they're really good at protecting them from all of the messes that my kids will put on there. Before I left for the day, since I did get the kitchen all cleaned up, I wanted to throw in a quick dinner in the crock pot. So we had these meatballs left over from Lily's birthday party, so I wanted to use them up. I threw them in the crock pot with some marinara sauce and some extra seasonings, and we were going to have meatball subs. They turned out really, really good. My kids love meatballs, so obviously it was a hit with them. Yeah, it was a really good dinner idea. Once I was done with that, I had a few minutes left, so I wanted to just tidy up in the living room. You'll see me making the pillows look all nice. I was putting, the blankets off to the side. I don't really like keeping big blankets upstairs on the couch. I just think it makes our house feel very cluttered. But it is very cold here in Pennsylvania. Like, it's getting down into the 30s at nighttime, and we just turned our heat back on. Yesterday, actually, the day I was filming this was when we turned our heat back on. It still gets pretty cold though, so I like to have a blanket up here to snuggle with, so when me and my kids want to sit down and watch a movie or just sit down and relax, we're not super cold. So I don't like how it looks in the living room, but I do like that we can be really cozy with it. But yeah, I was tidying this up, and you will see once I was done doing this and vacuuming the living room, my husband came in and he was looking for something. And he told the kids, "This will be really good for mommy's video. Let's tear apart the couch cushions and look for it, and we'll vacuum up the crumbs for mommy's video." So all of my work of just tidying up on the couch was for nothing. But I thought it was cute, so I did add that clip because my husband was trying to be helpful, and my kids really enjoyed playing on the couch when there was no cushions. So I thought it was cute.
Everyone says that I should get going, start running, but I'm not supposed to run when I'm falling. When I'm falling, I don't wanna get in trouble. See where you stand, I don't wanna see you crumble. To recall what we meant, all the words you never said, all the questions in my head, 'cause you're trouble, yeah. Yeah, you're trouble.
So they finished vacuuming that out, and then I ended up coming home. My sister had already been here. She was actually in the room hanging out with my kids. She loves to hang out with them. So I took the opportunity to clean out this closet. This is right across from the kitchen, and it just gathers literally everything. I want to get like the metal rack shelves, and I want to do like layers of those rack shelves so it would be more storage, because as you can see, everything just kind of collects at the bottom because the one shelf in here is literally filled to the very top with just things that I use in the kitchen. So I keep my fire extinguishers up here, our dehydrator, that's what it is. So we keep that in there, our ice cream maker, all of those things that we sort of like to use in the kitchen, we keep in here, and there's just no room for anything else. So I need to get those shelves. I might get the ones off of Amazon. It's like $35 for the whole shelving kit that goes in here, so I might grab that. I was talking to my husband here. I was like, do you even use this? Do you need this mug? I am horrible. I do not like clutter. So every time I see things that are not used and just forgotten about in closets, I'm always like, can I just get rid of it? That's just how I am. It drives my husband insane. This bag here that I'm putting inside the plastic bag, I was taking out to the garbage. It is fertilizer for our garden. So my dad gave this to us. He had a bunch of fertilizer because that's what he used to do for a job. And we used it in our garden once, and we completely forgot that my husband put it in the closet. He didn't want to put it outside because he was afraid like the moisture would like make it clump up into pieces. So it sat in the closet, and I got really, really tired of seeing it in here. And because we only used it once, I was just going to get rid of it. We also have like 8 boxes of gloves, like the food grade gloves. My husband like gets a bunch of them from work, and he likes to keep them around for when he makes like ribs and stuff like that, or when he handles meat. So that way he's not like getting like all of that all over his hands. I don't know. There's a lot of boxes, and I think we're set for life with them. Oh my goodness. And then I found this cute bowl in there. I forgot I had this, and so I wanted to put some of the Halloween candy in here. This is also like my kids' prize candy when they've done something really good, like make their beds, or they're just being nice to each other. They're not fighting. They earn these little prizes. So that's just what works for them, and I thought it was cute to put in this little bowl. I do keep it high up in the closet, or else little fingers would find this bowl and they would eat it all when I go to bed. But I like to keep it up there. While I was in here, I noticed that the microwave was disgusting. I think we reheated lasagna in here the other day, and it got everywhere. So I want to give it a nice good cleaning. I went outside and I noticed that my husband's smoker was disgusting. So my husband has a Pit Boss smoker, so we like to smoke like ribs and macaroni and cheese. It's just one of his hobbies. And the glass door was so gross. And he's like, yeah, you can clean that if you want. So he was actually deep cleaning the whole smoker itself, just getting ready for the cold season, just making sure everything was cleaned out so it didn't get ruined throughout the winter season. And I just went ahead and gave this a good cleaning. It's so satisfying to watch. There was some parts that did not come off, like on the metal, but he said that he's never actually gotten that fully cleaned anyway. So I thought this was really satisfying to watch.
car in the backseat. Wide awake is the way that you left me, oh. Now it's clear we are here back at your house, and I keep fading into the background. I'm wide awake, now you keep missing out for sure. Take down your walls and let me, ooh, ooh, ooh. Yeah, brick by brick, now let me, ooh, ooh, ooh. I wanna be right there by your side. I wanna be there, won't you be mine? Take down your walls and let me, yeah, brick by brick, now let me, ooh, in my bed 5 to 12, wish I could sleep. Dream about all the ways you could reach me, but now you keep missing out on me, that's for sure. Take down your walls and let me, ooh, ooh, ooh. Yeah, brick by brick, now let me, ooh, ooh, ooh. I wanna be right there by your side. I wanna be there, won't you be mine? Take down your walls and let me, yeah, brick by brick, now let me, ooh, won't you be mine? Won't you be mine? Won't you be mine? Wide awake is the way that you left me. I wanna be by your side. I wanna be by your side. You remember I asked you to meet in the middle. Now I'm here all alone again. You remember I called you. You were talking in riddles. Now you're lying to me again. You think I'm going crazy, but I'm not missing you. I only miss the illusion you pretended to be. I'm not acting crazy, I just said we're through. Baby, you gave a lot. What about trust? What about all this time you looked in my eyes, babe? What about commitment? What about all the empty promises? Oh, what about?
That is it for today's video. I really hope that you guys enjoyed it. If you did, let me know in the comment section below. Give this video a like and also subscribe if you are not subscribed. And I will see you all in the next video.